Making the invisible visible, Black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
Well, my name is Donna Jackman and I'm retired from the world of work, but not from the world. That's how I like to look at it. So after working for 40 odd years, I retired 3 years ago. And as I've retired, my mum lives with dementia and is in a care home. And so I've become the head of the family, in a way, the matriarch of the family. In the absence of mum, I'm the one that my siblings now look to and their children. So yeah, that's a big thing. Okay, well, yes, I would like to talk about my world of work because I'm 69 and I will be 17 years old next month. And obviously, as a retired person, it's a time of reflection in terms of your past, really, because my future is going to be a lot shorter than my past. But in my past, in terms of work, I've always done community work. As a community worker, as a youth worker, I would say from 2003 to 2010, I became a children's centre leader in Leicester when we had children's centres. And one of the biggest children's centre in the country was actually Highfields Children's Centre. So community work, working with people, working with families, working with young people is what I've always done. And I suppose when I look at my life now, I will continue to do that. Seeing Angela Davis, I think I was maybe 13, 14, and she was the most wanted woman in America. That wasn't the issue for me. It was seeing a Black woman. It was seeing an image of this beautiful, beautiful Black woman who clearly was passionate. She was a political activist. She was a community activist. And I think I got a lot of my politics to her. The politics of the world, really, because for somebody like Angela, it wasn't just because she was a Black or she was a woman. She was a socialist and she saw the world in a very different way. And part of all of that was inclusive in relation to Black people, women, LGBT communities. All of that was part of what she saw as the cause. And I think that is probably one of the most single things at the age of 13 or 14, which actually got me started on that road about people and what happens to people. Well, one of the things I feel important about is that I was born in the Caribbean and didn't actually come to England till I was 11. So I always feel that first period of my life basically set me up for life. It gave me a grounding about who I was. It gave me sense. You know, very often you hear Black people talk about common sense. And it's really about being able to shift through the nonsense and get to what's real and what's really important. And I think for me, that has stayed with me a long time. And I think that's a good thing about myself, that I'm a sensible person and I'm able to shift through the nonsense and get to the real issues when I need to. At the moment, everywhere you look, there is people being hurt, people being killed, genocides happening across the world. We look at Palestine, we look at Sudan, where children are dying and nobody seems to care. And so for me, we can't shut our minds off from that. You know, we have to look at it and we have to say, this is not right. And what can I do? So I'm always looking at who do you ally yourself with when you're faced with these huge challenges. And these challenges are not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think we need to make a stand. I think it's really important to make a stand and not just ignore it. often for me my female friends, the people that you can have a laugh with, the people that you can hang out with on an evening. I like the arts in general. I like music, I like poetry, I like film, I like theatre. And those are the moments really where you feel good. You can forget the horrors of the world for a minute and enjoy the people that you're with.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.